Jungles, mountains, beaches. Panama has it all. It's a modern country with a booming economy, and yet it still retains deep historical and cultural roots. Located between Costa Rica and Colombia, Panama is home to 3.6 million people and boasts 7 different indigenous people groups. It is most famously known for the Panama Canal, which links the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. But Panama is also an open mission field in need of more laborers for the harvest. I am blessed to be a third-generation missionary. My grandparents and parents have served in Mexico for decades. I was raised on the mission field, and my kids were born on the mission field. We as a family have served for several years preaching, evangelizing, discipling, and training national pastors. We also had a part in mission trips, church construction, and literature distribution.
We are so excited to see all that God is doing amongst an indigenous people group in Panama, the Ngäbe. The Ngäbe people have a very simple lifestyle and are typically subsistence farmers or workers on coffee plantations. Although their clothing is brightly colored, their souls are steeped in darkness. The Ngäbe have their own religion called Mambatata, and their trinity is made up of Jesus, Mary, and Satan. Their symbol is a cross with a snake coming out the side, and they hold services at night to invite spirits to possess them. The Ngäbe people live on a comarca, or reservation, which functions as a state or province. This comarca is located on the northwest side of Panama and is home to over 300,000 people. The comarca is only about 35 miles from north to south, but in those 35 miles, the terrain goes from sea level up to 9,000 feet in elevation and then back down to sea level again. Because of this rugged mountain terrain, there are no roads into the interior of the comarca. Villages that require a 4-day hike to reach may only be 20 miles away as the crow flies. Many of these hiking trails are impassable during the 8-month-long rainy season. This makes it extremely difficult, and in many cases impossible, for someone to enter to evangelize these people. But in spite of all these challenges, there are already some national pastors working to fulfill the Great Commission among these people. There are about 15 Ngäbe pastors who are taking the gospel into villages to reach their own people. These pastors are currently establishing churches on the edges of the comarca, but in some cases, it takes up to 7 days of hiking to reach villages in the interior.
God led me to build an airplane that is especially designed for landing on rugged terrain in very short distances. These unique capabilities make it ideal to meet the demands of this mission field. Our airplane, paired with the effectiveness of a team of national pastors, is a perfect match. These men already know the native language, the culture, and the people. We will use the airplane to fly pastors into the villages deep within the comarca, saving days and weeks worth of travel time. Not only will we help them minister to their own people, we also have the opportunity to minister to these national pastors themselves by helping further their Bible training. I am really looking forward to taking them deeper into the scriptures and then giving them the tools to dig deeper for themselves.
The dense vegetation on the mountains not only makes it difficult to enter to evangelize, it also makes it difficult to leave for medical help. Therefore, another aspect of the aviation ministry that we will implement is medical evacuations. Many people die each year because of simple things like snake bites, infections, and lightning strikes. Several of these deaths can be avoided simply by a quick response time in getting them to a hospital. Not only are the medical evacuations a major need for the people of the comarca, but it will also gain entrance for the gospel into new places.
The purpose of missions is not to evangelize the whole world. It is to plant churches where they currently don't exist, and then train the people to then reach their own world. By further training national pastors and using aviation, we are multiplying church planting efforts exponentially. Regions that were once beyond are now accessible. That's what we're called to do, to preach the gospel in the regions beyond.